Good Morning Wilmington is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Good morning, Wilmington. Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington. Wake up, y'all. Come on, have a great day. Ooh.
Good morning, Wilmington. What's happening? It's your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, and I'm here with two capeless superheroes coming from Chester. And I want to tell you one thing. Chester Arts heals. And I'm sitting here with these two amazing capeless superheroes again. And look, first of all, let me just welcome them to the show. Best-selling author Dawn Chamberlain is here on the Plaza. And the man, the legend, the living legend, the co-founder of the International Black Theater Festival
Yes.
is in the building. Dr. Herman Levern Jones. Welcome you both. Welcome.
Thank you, Ivan.
Thank you.
Wonderful to be here.
Oh, it's a pleasure for us to have you here.
Yes.
Okay, Dawn, let me ask this.
Yes.
We're going to start off right now
Yes.
with who are you?
So I'm Michelle Chamberlain. I am formerly incarcerated. I actually was indicted by the Delaware Federal Court in 2013. They indicted me for operating a multi-million-dollar criminal enterprise.
Oh.
I went into prison and I rehabilitated myself. The rehabilitation occurred through the beautiful means of arts, performing arts,
Wow.
expressing myself through arts, deep diving into my inner soul and getting into the trauma through the arts is what brought me out of that dark place. It changed my thinking. It opened up a new world to me and it helped me rehabilitate. And now I'm back. I'm back with a vengeance, but it's a different type of vengeance. It's redemption.
Okay.
I want to redeem myself and pour into the community what I took away from the community.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I came home and I'm actually a Delaware resident.
Get out.
And I have Chester roots. I was raised in Chester, and then I came to Delaware about 25 years ago.
Okay.
So I have double roots. So I'm very passionate about both communities and very much involved. I helped found a first 501c3 when I came home from my incarceration called the Hooper Council's Positive Potential Project. And that is a 501c3 that we founded in honor of my great-great-grandfather, William Hooper Council, and he was the founder of Alabama A&M University.
Nice.
So in honor of my family and to restore the legacy and the name that I tarnished, I wanted to dedicate my first business when I came out of incarceration to him, and we did that. The Positive Potential Project, we provide support services to the community. We work with female incarcerated women who are coming home. We work with at-risk youth in the schools, doing the art of expression programming, teaching them life skills, basic skills, and just rehabilitation, transformation in itself. After that, I helped co-found the Chester Cultural Arts and Technology Center. So we have two locations now in Chester, one on 4th Street, and our new location is on the Avenue of the States, the downtown CAT. I've also established a number of other things, and my most proud is the Felon Friendly Foundation. That's the most recent, and that is the philanthropy vehicle to help support those that have been justice impacted and they want a second chance in getting a legitimate business. Me and the Felon Friendly Foundation is here to help them. I noticed in our community of Chester, unlike Wilmington, there's a lack of arts programming. And since the arts was pivotal and crucial in my rehabilitation, it was really bothering me that we still didn't have the programming and the support financially from the government and the counties to do the things that we need to do for our communities. We have several surrounding neighborhoods that have arts programming and cultural arts programs, and they've been sustaining. We just had one local theater company that celebrated 100 years, but they don't look like us.
Right.
We've never had anything that consistent in that community since as long as I've been there. So I'm almost 50 years old.
Right.
So I knew that a change had to come.
And with that change,
Yes.
what do you believe is the ingredients of making that change happen?
Well,
Is it a team? Because what I see on the outside, that Chester, like, there's a lot of people that are giving back, right? That's helping out. Is it, what is your belief?
I believe that it definitely takes a team.
Yeah.
And it's similar to Martin Luther King's belief. That's why we're doing this event this weekend. It takes a unity in the community.
Yeah.
It takes cohesion. It takes everybody to come together as one and working for one common cause. And what I've discovered is the one language that everybody understands, the one thing that will seam everyone together and help everybody just kind of come on one platform seems to be the language of arts.
And that's a good segue to Doctor here.
And
Dr.
that's why he's
Levern
here.
Jones. How you doing,
Yeah,
boss?
good, my
Such
man.
an honor,
Yeah,
man.
brother.
Such an honor.
Great to be here, and great to be with Dawn. We met by happenstance at an event in New Jersey. We started talking. I recognized her book. I recognized her talent. We sat at the same table. I didn't know who she was. I said, "Oh my goodness, who's this beautiful woman?" And so we started talking, and the outside beauty does not even touch the inner beauty.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
major.
you.
It doesn't touch it, because for her to reveal who she is and say that arts brought her out of a dark place, and
Yeah.
she's now standing in the sunshine of what the arts can actually do.
Arts are major, man.
Yeah.
They're major. We've been behind the eight ball for decades with arts. And before we get into the whole why we're here,
Yes.
tell the people that are watching that are not too familiar with Dr. Levern Jones who you are.
Well, I'm a resident of Missouri now, lived in Atlanta for 12 years, Miami for 12 years, New York City for 20 years, Raleigh, North Carolina for 25 years. And I've been fortunate, once I got my degrees, moved to New York, traveled to Africa, dancing with the Chuck Davis Dance Company.
Wow.
And then when I went to New York, my first assignment was working with Lena Horne.
What
Right.
was the first? All right. What was that like?
It was surreal, because I come out of a place in North Carolina, and I came to New York saying I'm from Ghana, and everybody was like, "Ghana? You don't Ghana? West Africa?" I said, "No, Ghana, North Carolina." They said, "Spell it." I said, Garner. They said, "No, that's Garner." They said, get your diction together, brother. Get it together." But working with her was magical. Even at that time, she was just such a beautiful soul and spirit. Her talent is unbelievable. Her voice, her movement, the legato is just like, ooh. She moves with fluidity.
Yeah.
And that resonates on camera and clearly in person. So my job was to help continue to set up the tour for her.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
And so I met Woody King Jr., Dr. Woody King Jr., a Broadway producer who produced For Colored Girls Who Committed Suicide When the Rainbow Was Enough with Joe Papp and the Public Theater in 1970s. And he hired me, first interview, put me on this show, I Have a Dream. I said, if we go to one city, I'll be satisfied. One city turned into 17 straight years working on the project. And we went to over 100 cities at that point. He handed the show over to me, gave me the rights to do it. And then till now, I added on another 35, 40 cities. And I changed it from a professional piece to a community theater piece.
Right.
Where it was 6 of us. Now I can put in 30, 40 students. I perform with an orchestra, a 60-piece orchestra, a 60-person choir. And now I'm here in Chester to help boost the notion of community theater transitioning into professional theater. And I've just been blessed to have, a vision of what that is. So the next part of my life is the National Black Theater Festival in Winston-Salem in 1987 in St. Louis, Missouri. Larry Leon Hamlin, the late Larry Leon Hamlin, and I were watching a show, and we both walked out of that show at the same time, and that's when you could smoke in the lobbies and smoke in the houses. So he said, "You got a light, brother?" I said, "Yeah, I got a light, man. What's up? What's that?" He said, "We met about 10 years ago, man. Your name is Herman." I said, "Levern Jones." And I said, "I can't remember your name." He said, "I'm Larry Leon Hamlin." And I said, "Okay, my brother, I get it." I'm like, he's a
What year was this?
1987.
Okay.
And he says, "I got an idea." I said, "What's the idea?" He says, "I'm going to create a National Black Theater Festival." I said, "I know what each one of those words mean, but when you put that phrase together, what is it?"
Right.
He says, "In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, I'm going to create this." I said, "Why Winston-Salem?" He says, "It's my home." I said, "Why not New York, L.A., a bigger place. He says, if I create it, they will come.
Right.
The next day, we were in a conference, and everybody, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? It came up to him. He said, I'm Larry Leon Hamlin, North Carolina Black Rep. I'm creating a project called the National Black Theater Festival, and Herman Levern Jones is going to help me. Now, the problem with that is that we hadn't signed an agreement. I hadn't said yes. He didn't even explain it all to me when we were smoking that cigarette.
Right.
So I said, okay, I see who this man is. I have to talk to him.
Right, got to slow him down, right?
I got to talk to this brother because you can't, I love you madly.
But business is business.
Right.
Right.
So then at the end of the conference, we're at the airport, and he and I are riding on the same plane.
Right. Wow.
I'm going to New York to start another tour. He's going to Winston-Salem. So from St. Louis to Charlotte, sat in the back. That's when you could smoke in the back of a plane. Right. I said,
well, if you're not doing anything, you definitely aging us. Right.
Yeah, exactly. So he said, my brother, I'm Larry Leon. What would Herman Levern do? And I said, well, I would do X.
Right.
And all of a sudden the plane was landing, and it was a 3-hour flight.
So y'all was just rap. You was just giving it to him.
Oh man, because when I hear, my training says you're listening and thinking at the same time. So Imagineering, which I found out that concept from Disney when I did a movie for them, I produced a movie. He tapped into that, and he said, "Last thing, brother, before we get off the plane, I need for you to help me and send a letter." My letter was the second letter that he got out of 500 letters from around the nation that started. The first letter came from Yolanda King. So over a 2-year period, we sharing, talking, and then out of the blue, he calls me in April, and he says, "Herm, I need you, man. I need you. How much would your I Have a Dream show cost?" So I put a figure out there.
So you wrote this. You put this. I Have a Dream thing show together in 1980.
1983.
Okay.
Okay, but it was done by Billy D. Williams in 1978.
Okay.
79.
Wait a minute, Billy D?
Yeah, the Billy D.
Billy D,
yeah.
You just gonna let my arm?
Yeah. Lady Sings the Blues.
Yeah, Billy D.
Billy D.
Okay,
right?
all right.
And he played Martin.
All right.
And so when producer Woody King Jr. put me on it, I started touring it everywhere.
Okay.
Straight out of grad school. So
wow.
It was a unique opportunity, and Woody knows everybody. He's like 80-something now, and we've known each other for 40+ years.
Okay.
And so I'm this young whippersnapper, man, 29 years old, meeting Woody, 35 years old, meeting Larry. And Larry put me onto the project, and I said, when I come back from Europe from the tour, May 10th, I'll help you. He says, okay. So I went to Winston. He picks me up in a limousine, and he took me to the theater, and he had Cavassier in the back of the limousine, so we taking a little sip. I said, oh man, this guy got cash, man. This is gonna be good.
Right, it's gonna be a good run. Right.
I get down to his theater on Coliseum Drive in Winston-Salem, and I walk in, and everybody starts clapping. I said, now what? This is some setup or something. They don't know me.
Right.
And Larry said, well, I told everybody who you were, man. They realize you are that guy with Woody King, this Broadway producer.
Right.
And so I said, well, when did y'all get here? And they said, this morning. I said, what?
Wow.
All of y'all got here this morning? We got to do this thing. Larry, where are we? He says, man, I got $5,000. I said, you gonna give all that to me? He says, nah, man. I'm gonna pay you $300 a week. I said, let me make some calls, man.
And you still didn't have no contract. Okay.
There's a story about the contract. So I said, let me call Woody and see. Woody said, try it out, man. We don't know who this guy is, but see what you can do.
Okay.
So I go into his office. He's got 3 stacks of paper leaned into each other. I said, man, where's my contract?
Right.
He shifts, pulls the contract out of maybe 2,000 or 3,000 sheets of paper just stacked. No filing system, none of that. I said, how did you know? Hey, man, I know where all my stuff is, brother. you ain't got to ask me that question.
Right.
Here it is, right?
Right.
In like 10 seconds, he pulls it out. So I said, let's do it. So the longest story in the world. I'll make it short. In 10 weeks, we went from $5,000, we raised $1 million worth of ticket sales.
Wow.
And Woody helped us get Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou got us Oprah Winfrey.
Wow.
So the first festival in '89 had Oprah Winfrey, Maya Angelou, Lou Gossett, Cicely Tyson, James Earl Jones.
Come on.
Yeah. It was just an amazing feat. Debbie Allen, and it was so wonderful, man. People, they said, Herman.
One of those balloons. One of those balloons.
Yeah.
One of those New Year's Eve balloons popping over there.
Yeah. Martin Luther King.
Yeah. I had a dream. Look,
I want to stay here, right?
We'll be right back. That's these So no, we got all these balloons from the New Year's Eve party, and one of them just burst.
Ironic,
I'm
right?
like, man, we want to cut this short. Okay.
Thank you.
No, you got it.
Okay, so we raised this money, we made it happen, and over the years, it has generated $500 million for the state of North Carolina and the Winston-Salem area.
Right.
It's the largest tourist attraction in North Carolina.
So we got over 35 years of touring, and we have over 130 countries.
Yeah, countries, cities, yes.
Yeah, and now it's coming to Chester.
It's coming to Chester. We're doing an excerpt from the play in Chester. We're going to give ourselves some more time to put on the whole event, but now is the time with Dawn to launch these types of projects.
Okay, let's do this. Let's take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back because I have a whole bunch of questions to ask.
Hi, I'm Lanny Schweiger with Downtown Visions, and this is your Downtown Update. Here's what's happening in downtown Wilmington, January 10th through the 23rd. The Dine Downtown deal is back. Support downtown Wilmington, Delaware eateries, and you'll get rewarded. Dine in or take out 5 times between now and March 31st and receive a gift card in the amount of 20% of the total meals purchased before tip to the business of your choice in the Wilmington Downtown Business Improvement District. It's Business Time with Full Carbon is back at Stitch House Brewery with special guest Claire Vanderbrook, owner of Huxley and Hero. MLK Jazz Vespers features the Whitney Project at the Episcopal Church of Sam, and Over the Border has karaoke night with T-Zilla, all on Wednesday, January 10th. The Greatest Love of All, a tribute to Whitney Houston, is at the Grand Opera House on January 11th, along with Holy Mike Night at Milk and Honey Cafe, located at 2nd and Loma. R&B Night with R. Mateo is at Over the Border, and Music Bingo is every Thursday night at the Chancery Market. Don't forget Corduroy is at Deco, and all of this is happening Thursday, January 11th. This Friday, January 12th, get your laugh on at Comedy Night with Don't Tell Comedy at Huxley and Hero, or enjoy the Work Week Wind Down with James West at the Chancery Market. Head over to the Delaware Historical Society at the Mitchell Center in commemorating the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. with an impactful and uplifting interactive musical performance by Professor Jeffrey L. Richardson on January 13th. Also this Saturday, the Queen has drag brunch in the day and dyad with Lady Slim in the evening on January 13th. Open mic night is on January 18th and the Velvet Rogue on January 20th. Plus enjoy live and local Unplugged every Wednesday night at the Queen. Blue Label Band will be live at Tonic Seafood and Steak this Saturday, January 13th. Want to have your portfolio reviewed? Have questions about the process? Let DCAD help you on Portfolio Review Day on January 14th. Huxley and Hero has their happy hour book club back at Deco on Monday, January 15th. And there's lots of weekend movies to see at Theater N at Nemours and the Screening Room 1313, like Iron Claw, Ferrari, and more. Downtown Visions is hosting our Downtown Merchant Meeting on Wednesday, January 16th at the Queen at 9 a.m. This is open to the public and our business community. The Historical Society brings you Landscapes of the Delaware Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad Byway exhibit, opening reception at Old Town Hall, which is kicking off on January 18th. And there's also going to be a sewing workshop at Huxley and Hero Bookstore, also on January 18th. Follow Downtown Wilm DE on social media. Visit downtownwilmingtondE.com or download the Downtown Wilm DE app for more details about all these great events. Thanks for tuning in. This has been your Downtown Update.
Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington.
Welcome back to Good Morning Wilmington. I'm glad that you joined us, because if you are just joining us or returning, I have a special treat. We have Dr. Herman Levern Jones here in the building, and Dawn Chamberlain, best-selling author, in the building, to talk about this Saturday what they're bringing to Chester. Okay, Dawn.
Yes.
I'm excited because
we're making history.
You're
There's
making
something to be
history.
excited about. We are.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, January 13th, in Chester, Pennsylvania, at the downtown Chester Cat Center, located at 515 Avenue of the States. We will be doing the first ever community theater project, and we're bringing back the classic I Have a Dream, the Broadway gospel musical by Josh Greenfield, brought to us by the magnificent Dr. Herman Levern Jones, and also Grammy Award winner Dr. Gregory McPherson from Delaware State University.
Yeah, now Dr. McPherson, he's
a bad man.
He's a bad boy.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he bad.
Listen,
Yes.
we worked on this show, and in a week, he put together 25 songs for me and got my whole cast up to speed.
Wow.
Yeah, he's magical that way.
Yeah,
You know,
he's serious.
He's
We were
serious.
talking at an event, and he was like, "Yeah, Ivan, I used to play with blah blah blah." I'm like, "Wait a minute, Ellis Hall? I was just in Vegas, in LA with Ellis Hall." And when he said Ellis Hall, the truth. That way, both of them are like musical geniuses.
Yeah.
So this play encompasses a lot.
Yes.
It encompasses voter registration. It encompasses anti-domestic violence, anti-gun violence, and this is all for the community.
And criminal justice reform.
And community justice reform.
Criminal
Justice reform. Excuse me.
Yes.
And we also involve youth, young adults, and seniors in this model.
Yeah. Okay. And what does that mean?
That means that when I cast the show, I make it a point to deal with 5, 6, 7-year-olds all the way up to 90.
Why?
Because it's important for that cooperation, intergenerational connectivity with families and generations. Because when I start talking about Martin Luther King at a certain level, nobody even knows who he is. Then another level, they've heard about him, but don't really study him. And then at another level, there are people who lived during his period, and they're still here. So to have them involved in the production is a complete learning situation.
Exactly.
So casting for this is people from the community?
Yes.
People from the community, from the general area. We have our Senator John Kane is playing the lead. We have Mayor Stephen Roots in the city of Chester. We have Police Commissioner Stephen Goretzky. We also have PA State Rep Carol Kazim, Judge Lee Grimes. We have Vita Roots, who's on production and costuming, celebrity designer.
You see my face?
Yashar, yes. We have celebrity boxing Damon Feldman. He's coming out. We have the Pulitzer Prize winner, Mr. Suave Gonzalez, is in the cast as well.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yes, we have Reverend Tyrone Gilliams, who's with Set Free Righteous Living Ministry. He's a stickler in the social justice space. He was known as the hip hop trader, and now he is back here in the community doing things the right way. So we got a well balanced cast. My goal was to see our youth that are at risk, our policy and political leaders there, our law enforcement.
And you're connecting the community with these policy leaders.
Exactly, they're
so they
there.
can get
We're
so
coming
that,
together.
Okay,
Because once
I got
again,
you.
what did we say? The one language that everybody understands that's universal is what? Arts.
And when I got connected with Dawn, she said she's going to bring all these people, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
that's fine.
Because people talk a good game, man. They talk.
Yeah. I said this is cool. Do your dream.
Ivan, he really did. He really did me like that.
Yeah, right.
He did me
Because
like
you
that.
hear it
He
so
did me
much,
like-
right? People name dropping, people saying, do your dream. And you don't want to say, no, you can't do it. Do your dream.
Do your dream. And so this past Saturday for the inaugural ball for Roots, I launched another initiative, which is called the International Black Children's Theater Festival.
Oh,
that
wow.
we're going to launch
Major.
in 2025.
Okay.
And so we've got a year to build it and launch it. And that was because I saw the talent on the stage. And Mayor Roots, right in the middle of my speech, he said, everybody, y'all like that? We gonna do that? Right, he broke right in, and everybody said yes, right?
Wow.
And so
It's very much needed.
coming here to Chester and working with Dawn is really a miracle type of thing. This is the second coming of the International Black Theater Festival that just changed its brand this past year, and the National Black Theater Festival. We're co-founding this effort, and I believe in Dawn, I believe in this community, and when the mayor of Chester
buys in.
he bought in immediately.
I was going to ask, is he a huge supporter on this?
Yeah, he
Yes,
bought
absolutely.
in immediately. We were eating at the Philadelphia, where were we? The,
Where we had food?
yeah, where we had food.
Oh, the Philadelphia Union headquarters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
oh, fabulous facility. We were walking
The soccer
past-
joint.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Shout
where
out to
that-
Rob and Chris Buccini.
We need sponsorships.
And
Hey.
let me tell you, the place, the food, the gathering was spectacular.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
highest level.
Yeah.
Highest level. We walking, and I said, Mayor, wonderful event. And he pulled me to the side. He says, hey, you got to do this now. We said it. You got to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to be meeting a lot. And he just kept on trucking.
Yeah.
You know.
So this is a catalyst of change for the city of Chester.
Yes, it
And
is.
for this community.
In the community.
Yeah.
Right.
The idea is, and this is going to be revolutionary, Chester's small, less than 40,000, but it has a church every other corner.
Right. Right.
What I envision is that the churches, and I got one minister that already says he'll do it, that will change their facilities into performing arts spaces, right?
Yeah.
So that when we bring the festival to the community,
Right.
we'll have 30 or 40 in the black community, so we can do black box, we can do
Yeah, man.
all
Yeah.
types of things
Yep.
in the community, and then we clean up the community because you're going to have the nation coming, so we'll activate the sanitation department. Let's clean the city.
Yeah.
As Reverend Tyrone Gilliam, Set Free Righteous Living Ministries is the first church that has agreed to
So
come
this is-
into partnership. This is happening.
Yeah, this is really
happening.
a community. This is not just a play.
No, this is the launch of a bigger movement.
Of a
Bigger movement.
community
Yes.
movement.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
y'all should have led with that.
yeah.
We wanted to, we wanted to take baby steps.
No, I
into
see it.
Yes.
I see it. I see it. Oh, I wish you nothing but greatness
Thank
on this
you.
journey.
Thank
I
you.
think just watching the community evolve, right, through arts, right?
Yes.
You take your life and you take other people's lives that's been incarcerated, your life that you've been creating for over 35, 40 years, right? And you put that partnership together, that one to twin powers together, you now have something that can just move and create a better movement within a community, especially and not just in Chester, but in Delaware and New Jersey and Boise, Idaho.
Delaware has our back. Delaware
Yeah.
is all up in this partner.
Yeah.
We have Wilmington Children's Choir. My son Bryson,
They're singing?
Late Bryson Hunter Chamberlain will be appearing with
Wait a
the
minute.
Wilmington Children's
Who?
Choir. The late Bryson Hunter Chamberlain is my son. He's from the WCC Choir. They are also featured in this production.
They had them on. They bad.
They bad.
Yeah.
They
They bad.
bad.
We
They
just
bad.
had
Yes.
we had a rehearsal last night, and we're going to a rehearsal tonight.
Delaware State University Choir is also a part of this.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, make sure y'all get y'all tickets.
Callaway students are coming through.
So okay.
Yep.
Do people buy what? Do
Yeah.
people
Yeah, it's getting ready to go down.
do people buy tickets? Do they
So
make
you
donations?
can make
What
a
is it?
donation. We need sponsorships and donations. We're raising $100,000 is the goal to launch this initiative.
Okay.
And then moving forward, of course, we'll need more. But the goal initially is to get $100,000. We have a campaign on Giving Butter, and you want to give, you can text the word Chester Arts Heals. That's Chester, CHESTER, Arts, ARTS, Heals, HEALS, to 53555. There you can make a donation. You can make a donation and you can get tickets to the show.
Do me one more solid, Dawn. Look at that camera right there and say it again.
If you want to support our events.
No, not if you want.
No.
We need you to support this
No,
beautiful
no.
event.
We need you to support this movement. It's more than just an event, but we're launching this movement on Saturday, January 13th, and we need your support. We're trying to raise $100,000 to get this kick started, and we can do it as a community and as a culture. Let's do this. Black theater.
There we go. I
Black
love it.
theater.
I love it. We're going to take a quick break. because I want to come back with Tyhesia.
Tyhesia Scott.
Yep.
Tyhesia Scott, and then we also have one of our star cast members.
And Tyhesia Scott is, what is she? Who is she?
She's with Haylo Marie Productions, and she is also a community partner in on this venture as well. She's
And
here
a
now.
stage manager
and she's a
for
stage
me.
manager for this particular project. Tyhesia is a magnificent individual. She's in education field, and she also provides acting. But in the significance of, she works with children that have reading disabilities.
Love it.
And she helps them through her acting program improve their reading skills and also their social emotional development.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Cable superhero.
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back after this message. Stay tuned. DETV. Arts.
do it.
I'm can't say nothing. All right, we're right back.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Still searching for cheap gas prices? Dump the pump and ride DART. You can DART to your destination for only $4 all day. Let DART do the driving while you enjoy our free Wi-Fi available on all buses statewide. While scrolling through your favorite apps, don't forget to download DART's free transit app for real-time bus information and enjoy the convenience of contactless fare payment through DART Pass. So what are you waiting for? Dump the pump and try transit. Visit dartfirststate.com or call 1-800-652-DART.
Government doesn't make a move without an agenda, some type of plan. The problem is we haven't been on the agenda. Sometimes we're overlooked. Sometimes our interests aren't the interest of those in power. I'm your host, Kerwin Gaines, on DETV's new show, The Agenda. We're going to do our best to ensure that you, Delawareans, are knowledgeable about what's going on in the Assembly, federal government, local government, it doesn't matter. We're going to do our best to ensure that folks that make the agenda on a daily basis have to answer for it. Let them explain what they're doing. If it affects you, it's on the agenda.
Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington.
Welcome back to Good Morning Wilmington. It's your main man, Ive, and I am here with Dawn Chamberlain, a female, a lady, an entrepreneur, a best-selling author who is changing the course of arts in Chester. And she has with her Landyn, the young lady that's playing Yolanda King in the musical I Have a Dream. How are you doing, Landyn? Welcome.
Thank you. I'm doing pretty good.
All right. They said to me, Landyn, you are an activist for civil rights. Is that true?
Yes, I love to talk about history, and then it's just really my passion. Then I love to do art, so everything about me is just passionate.
Oh, wow. Okay. What is it about civil rights that you like?
I like that at the end, people got what they deserve to get, and the black people got justice.
Oh my gosh, I love it. What do you think about this play?
I think that it's going to be pretty good, and it's my first time in a play, so let's just wish me luck.
No, we're not going to wish you luck. We're not going to wish you luck because I think you're going to do a great job.
Absolutely.
Who did you audition for the role? Yolanda King?
Yes.
And you got it with flying colors.
Yes.
So let me ask you, Dawn.
Yes.
What's it like having Landyn on?
Oh, it's
on
a
the spot?
delight. First of all, she gives me life. She gives me life. All the young people give me life. Like we said, arts heals.
Right.
And these young people bringing their talent and their energy is just a vessel of strength for me and for everybody else. It's an honor to have her here and just to be her first production.
Yeah.
She's very talented. She's very smart.
Yeah.
When we auditioned her, it wasn't a traditional audition. We asked them to tell stories, and she was asked to specifically talk to us about what civil rights was, and she knew it, and we couldn't believe it. I mean, she knew more than me.
Right.
You know, I didn't know anything like that at that age, so we were like, wow. You know, people need to know that there are young people out here, there are babies out here that understand these things, and if she understands it and communicate that to us, what could she do to her peers and to the world? She could say it to them in a way that they can understand, and,
Right.
and it's real. She understands it.
Yeah.
So we're excited. We're her and the other young people that are joining us. She's a member of the Wilmington Children's Choir.
And you can sing too.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
You
so
can sing
you
and
can act. Wait a minute, you're smart, you can act, and you can sing. All right, how you like the children's choir?
I love it so much, and then I love that I get certain roles, and
Okay.
that I was one of the high students, and that and then everything about it just made me feel awesome
Nice.
about myself.
Nice, I love it, I love it.
self-esteem.
Now, Landyn, in your community, you've been a victim of some of the things that they're talking about, gun violence, and in the play, they're talking about anti-gun violence. Why is it important to you that people stop with gun violence?
Because the more they shoot people, the more people die than Earth will sadly, and nobody wants that to happen.
Right, I love it, I love it.
All right, something significantly happened to you with gun violence. You want to share that with Mr. Ivan in the world? How has it affected you personally? Tell him what you told us yesterday about how gun violence affected your life. What happened?
So, which story do you want me
You
to
can
tell
tell me
first?
the one. You got more than
So
one.
I'll tell you the one about my pop-pop. So, it actually happened when I was born. It happened when my mom was 3 years old. Yeah, he was at the gas station, and then they started shooting, and then they shot him right in the back through his heart, and then he fell to the ground, and then that's how he died. And then my dad, he died from, well, they didn't mean to hit him. He died from when that person with the gun tried to hit somebody else, but he was standing next to him, and he didn't even know. So then the gun slipped and it shot him in his stomach. And then he ran inside the store, but then he had fell down.
Oh, wow, I'm so sorry to hear that.
My
Landyn,
mom tried to keep it from me.
Oh man, Landyn, I'm so sorry to hear that.
But it's
And
important
it's
because she's out
important.
here, she understands
Changing the
it,
world.
and she's changing the world.
Yeah. What would you tell people that's your age about guns?
I would tell them that they're very dangerous and they can seriously harm someone, and everybody need to stop using them. They just do it for population, but they're actually hurting a lot of people, and a lot of people lose family members, what makes them go into a deep depression.
Wow, wow. This place is going to change the community. It
That's what
is.
we want. That's the vision.
Yeah.
That's the vision. That's the Chester dream. That's
Yeah.
the dream I have.
Do you believe this place can change your community?
Yes.
Is that why you're part of it? Well, Landyn, I wish you the best. This place is going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And it's
Yeah.
just an insert. It's just
Yeah.
a snippet. It's not even the full
Just a
production.
snippet.
We're raising the money. The fundraising for our donations is going to go to put on the full production.
Okay.
And we're targeting that to be this Black History Month.
Okay.
So this is just going to be a snippet. We also have some panel discussions and some storytelling, and just a day of unity
Right.
for everybody.
Yeah.
We have a host, a sponsor, National Wireless, will be out there
Oh, that's
giving
nice.
out notebooks with internet service to those who qualify in that community as well.
Okay.
We have different vendors coming out. Some that have been justice impacted specifically will be out there
Yeah.
vending their services. And it's just going to be a beautiful day.
Okay.
The play itself, the insert, it's going to be one powerful hour. Let me tell you that.
Okay, and again, look at that camera for me, Dawn, and tell people where they can get tickets
We
and donate.
need sponsorships and donations for this magnificent initiative. You can text 53555 Chester Arts Heals. Again, text 53555 Chester, CHESTER, Arts, ARTS, Heals, HEALS.
Oh, love it. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back this time with Tyhesia.
Tyhesia Scott.
Tyhesia Scott. All right, stay tuned.
The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program is still accepting applications. Funding is limited. Apply today. This grant program provides up to $50,000 to qualified Delaware families for eligible housing-related expenses, such as future or delinquent mortgage payments, property taxes, homeowners association fees, or water or sewage fees. Over $20 million has already been dispersed statewide. The Delaware Mortgage Relief Program. Visit online or call 888-303-4324 for more information.
I'm asking for 45 more years.
I'm asking for my baby girl.
I'm asking to see it up and running again.
I'm asking for all of us.
1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. Ask about a prostate screening that can detect cancer when it's most treatable, so you can ask for so much more. Visit healthydelaware.org/prostate or call 211 to learn more.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future. But Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances, and now I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
You know the why for state-of-the-art fitness centers and amazing pools.
But we're so much more.
The why is where Delawareans improve their health.
Where our communities get stronger.
Where everyone belongs.
It's where we battle chronic disease.
Where cancer survivors restore their mind and body.
And weight loss goals become lifelong habits.
We are the why.
Good for you and good for the community.
Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington.
Welcome back to Good Morning Wilmington. It's your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, Mr. Positivity, and you're just tuning in. You need to rewind this whole thing and check it out because Chester is doing some amazing things. What is it? Chester Arts Heals. And I'm back right now with Dr. Herman Levern Jones and Tyhesia Scott. What's going on? You're Tyhesia, you are the stage manager,
yes,
right?
I am, yes.
How are you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm great. Okay, what role do you have other than stage manager in this movement of bringing arts and education to Chester?
So a little bit about me. You said my name, Tyhesia Scott. I am the founder and the CEO of Haylo Marie Productions. Mm-hmm. I founded the company in 2019, so you can imagine the intimidation around the pandemic.
Yeah.
So with the company, I have found that I was dealing with a lot of students that had low reading levels.
So you're a teacher?
I work in the school, so
okay.
I'm an after-school director.
Okay, a teacher.
A teacher,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I found that a lot of my students were on a lower reading level.
Yeah.
And with theater, it comes with a lot of reading, of course.
Yeah.
I changed my format, my curriculum, straight to more of ELA.
Yeah.
I wanted to I wanted to create a program that not only that build confidence, self-esteem, just building them up.
Yeah.
I wanted
in a different way because our kids learn different. When I mean our kids, I mean the kids from the community that we come from that look like us.
Urban communities, correct.
Yeah, we just learn different.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's a great idea.
So with building that program, I learned that I had to, reach out and get to more do some more digging.
Yeah.
So with Haylo Marie came some more contractors and more partnerships, and I co-founded the Cat Center as well, which is
did you?
Yes. So Dawn is a part of the co-founder of the Cat Center.
She didn't say that. Dawn, she didn't say that.
She did in the very beginning.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
But I've known Dawn for years. So with founding the Cat Center together, that's when we built a more partnership. We both had a dream in theater. We both have a dream in the arts.
Yeah.
We both had similar ideas when it comes to theater.
Right.
With that, we came on the game. She called me on this project.
Yeah.
And told me she had the wonderful Herman Levern Jones.
Right.
From Broadway. He's been doing it for over 50-something years.
Jeez.
And, needless to say more, I was already on it.
Right.
She put me as stage manager. I've been helping with a little bit of the PR.
Right.
And from there,
you're excited about this
very,
project?
very, very excited about it.
And you're a native of Chester?
I was born in Philadelphia, raised in Chester, moved back to Philadelphia, but I came back into the Chester community in 2017 with the goal to impact the youth.
Wow.
Yeah.
And are you impacting the youth?
Of course I am.
I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to say it.
Of course
right.
I am.
Yeah. That's why I would look at me like, brother, what you think? Right.
I want nothing more or less than to impact the youth, because I can remember when I was a child in Chester, and I wanted to go and have theater. I wanted to be in a theater program, and my mother couldn't afford it. Yeah. And I'm giving these programs accessible to parents with underprivileged parents and children, and offering these programs to them. So I wish I was blessed, and I'm so great to be a part of this team. I'm ecstatic to be a part of this team.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is the first thing that they cut in the inner city is arts, right? And that impacts our children a hell of a way. And for you three and others that are like you in any urban community, just want to say thank you, because you know, arts, it makes you think different. It makes you see reality different. And putting this in front of children that don't see that, they know that now it's going to be a better path. Yeah. So thank you all. Salute to you all for doing this.
Thank you.
It's 50 years. I didn't mean like how it sounded. Like, damn, like 50 years. I can only imagine like what it was like. And can you imagine like what it was like 50 years ago, right? And you're trying to do something and segregation along where blacks are just going through the back door to entertain.
Absolutely.
Right? That was 60 years ago, 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
And now that we're on the forefront, you know, that we are the younger generation, you know, Dawn, you are bringing arts to a communities that need it. Good God, y'all got your wings in heaven alone just for that.
Yeah, well, you know, when I started in 1971, it was in high school. I was a junior in high school. And
you have a blowout?
Ooh, did I have a blowout? Brother, you know this nappy hair got like this. Listen, I used to plait them in these big plaits, man, and people thought I was, you know, the wild child. Because I came up with Jimi Hendrix, and, Steppenwolf, you know, The Who and all of that. And I was in a white environment. And so this first play was Maine. And I was a football player and basketball player at my high school, and I was a, you know, pretty smart guy. And somebody said, well, this art class is really easy, Jones. You'll make an A automatically. I said, is that real? Yeah, I said, yeah, man, I went in. It was a breeze, so I take Miss Watkins' class, and the first thing she said was, we're doing a play called Mame, a musical. I said, wow, I'm so happy for that, because I'm not going to be a part. I already know. And she says, yes, Herman. And she used to call me Levern. Levern, we're going to have you singing a song. I said, I'm sorry. I can't do that. She says, you will if you want to pass.
And that was your first bug?
That was my first bug. She freaked me out so bad, I was in a chair in the ceiling of the theater, and they lowered me down, and I had to sing, The Man in the Moon was a lady.
It's called Mame?
Mame.
Mame. Okay, I'm going to have to go up and look for that file.
Oh, yeah. It's a wonderful, wonderful play. And it was my first play, and I was rejecting it all the way. Get away, I don't want to have nothing to do with this.
Right.
And then opening night, they lowered me down, and I started the song, and everybody went crazy. Right. And I said, I still don't want this. I just want to play ball. Right.
Football, that's what we see.
Yeah.
What was, Tyhesia, what was your bug? When did you get bit? I know you didn't come from the ceiling, did you?
No.
Okay.
I didn't. Honestly, I was more not too much theater play, but I was more filming on TV.
Okay.
So I did, in 2012, I did a short film called The Playground. Directed by Fred Fields.
Okay.
But I would say my biggest bug is when I did my first play in Chester, called My Wife is Like, which is Dawn was a part of as well. She was one of the wives. It was actually one of the first plays in Chester, My Wife is Like.
Okay. ... Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's actually my bug in theater.
I love it. I love it. Okay. All right.
Yeah, well, you know, when you get bit by the bug is pretty intense.
Yeah, that bug have you coming back to the community, you know, teaching kids, traveling the world, you know, 30, 40 years.
Yeah, man. Well, a short story. I went out and started doing plays at North Carolina State University, and I joined the ballet company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but everybody thought I was another type of person, and I was like, no, ballet is cool, you know.
Right.
And then I started dancing African dance.
Oh, wow.
With the Chuck Davis Dance Company.
Right.
And they said, well, that's pretty interesting. And then I started directing plays and acting in plays at North Carolina State University.
Yeah.
And when I graduated, I think I told you that graduate school was an amazing thing, and went to New York and met Lena Horne and did a whole thing with her, right? Lena Horne. And so what I found out is that a gentleman named Elmer Gibson, jazz player in Raleigh, North Carolina, he said, you got to organize your organization to be in the arts. And I said, well, what does that mean? I mean, I hear you. He said, what you got to do is organize yourself. And I transfer that all the way down the line with every group that I meet.
Right.
And that is one of the reasons I'm still in.
Yeah.
And then I got a daughter who was directed on Broadway a piece called Chicken and Biscuits. And so it rubbed off on her.
Yeah.
And I've seen it happen to thousands of people where art just gravitates to the inside and brings out your intelligence.
Yeah.
And once you're in something that's exciting, you want to do it all the time.
Yeah. That's freaking amazing. Look, I got one more question for you, Tyhesia. After this play, where do you see the community? What do you want the community to take away from this play?
I want to say coming together, being more of a team. Where I say that is I see a lot of community partners want to do their own thing and have their own avenue, but coming together as one is a beautiful thing. It's unstoppable once you're one.
Yeah. How about you, boss? What do you want the community to take away?
Who Martin Luther King was, is, will be, what the gem of theater will do for opening your eyes to other experiences. I always tell people, look at August Wilson, Lorraine Hansberry, look at Black authors, right? Look at people who are telling these stories. Dawn has a story, you have a story, you have a story. Everyone's got a story. Explore it, right, and tell the world.
I love it. Instagram, social media, website.
My website is TheatreSouth.net, and that's spelled TheatreSouth.net, and the last one is my name, HermanLevernJones.net.
I think I'm gonna have to come out with like my middle name. I think all the big time people got three names, right?
Right.
I'm like Ivan. No, never mind. Getting that trouble, man. How about you? Any social media handles?
Yes, so I am Haylo Marie, which is HayloMarie.com. And then for Instagram, it's Haylo Marie Acting Camp.
So you have a whole acting school.
I have a whole acting
Girl,
camp.
you should love that.
I'm just
right
all over the place.
So where can the community of people find out about the acting camp?
So right now we're housed at the Chester Arts Technology Center, the CAT Center. We're doing sign-ups in the springtime. But right now I'm actually partnerships with the school, Chester Community Charter School, and Chester Upton School District.
Love it. Yeah. All right. Dawn, what's your social?
My social?
Yes.
I'm at Coach Dawn Michelle.
Coach Dawn Michelle on Instagram. I am felon friendly.
Yes, and you can go to the nonprofit 501c3 is
hc3project.com, and that's for
P3.
Donate.
She said donate. She back there donate.
Yeah.
5355. Hey, Dennis, throw that up real quick for me. Text 53555. Chester Arts Hills. That was easy. That's it. Chester Arts Hills. I love it. There you go on the screen. Donate text Chester Art Hills to 535555.
Yes,
Love it.
P5s.
It's your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town. Look, for more information on what's going on in your community or to watch some amazing content, go to DETVCH.com and check us out on Instagram, DETV28. Check us out on TikTok, all that good stuff. Just check us out, right? And I don't want no money. Just drop a like, all right, and share it to someone in your community, all right? DETV, for us, by us. And when I mean us, I mean humanity. It's your main man, Big Ive, and I see you on the other side of greatness, which is super greatness, right? I guess.
Yeah.
All right, I see you then.